Hi, I'm Education Specialist Miriam Coffey, and in today's video we're going to learn all about the hand look stitch. I'm going to be demonstrating on the Continental M8, but this stitch is available on a wide variety of machines. The hand look stitch is one of my favorite stitches because it mimics a hand quilting or hand running stitch. Everyone loves the way hand quilting looks, but not everyone has the skill, the time, or even the dexterity to hand quilt. That's why having a machine that does all of the hard work for you is so exciting. And chances are you already have a machine that can do the stitch. Let's go ahead and take a look at our supply list. Let's take a look at our low tension bobbin case. Our low tension bobbin case is used when we do free motion quilting as well as the hand look stitch. You need to use a low tension bobbin case when using the hand look stitch because you want there to be less tension on your bobbin so that it can get pulled up to our top of our fabric. The low tension bobbin case is set at 8 grams. It's also known as a blue dot bobbin case. Depending on which machine you have will determine on which blue dot bobbin case will be appropriate for your machine. Be sure to visit janome.com or your local Janome dealer to make sure that you get the right bobbin case for your machine. Now let's take a look at our bobbins. When working with the hand look stitch, you need to have whatever colored thread you want to show up needs to be in your bobbin. So for an example, if I want pink stitches, I want to wind a pink bobbin. I can use a variety of threads in my bobbin. I can use embroidery thread, I can use quilting thread, I can even use metallic. And I love the way the metallic looks. In the needle, you want to use monofilament thread. Monofilament thread comes in 2 main colors. It has clear, which is used for lighter fabrics, and smoke, which is used for darker fabrics. When using monofilament thread, you may want to use a thread director, depending on how your thread comes off your machine or comes off your spool. A thread director can be a helpful tool to have. Now let's take a look at a few stitch outs. This first stitch out is an example of the standard hand look stitch. The only thing I've changed is I have increased the stitch length to 5.0. Changing the stitch length of your hand look stitch can vary the way your stitch is going to turn out. This is an example of it shrunk down to 1.5, as well as it stretched all the way to 5.0. I think the 3.5 to 5 look the best, but that's just my personal preference. Here's a few examples of the hand look stitch in the sewing applications category in the Continental series of machines. Next, this is a few examples of the hand look stitch in the quilting category on the Continental series. Depending on the machine that you have will determine how many hand look stitches you have on your machine. It's very important to stabilize your fabric when working with the hand look stitch. You can stabilize your fabric a few different ways, either with a liquid stabilizer like Terreal Magic, or you can use a tearaway stabilizer or make a quilt sandwich. And the sandwich itself will be the stabilization, and you don't have to use a tearaway. And this is a nice thick weight for the hand look stitch. Next, we have an example of the hand look stitch, again with the stitch length increased, but we changed the colors and the density of the stitches together to get more of like a matchstick look. I think this would be really cute on a pillow or a zipper pouch. I think it turned out really cute. Next, this is a stitch out of a crosshatch, again with an increased stitch length, and you can change the pattern to get any look that you want because the hand look stitch is very versatile. Again, you can do any pattern you want. You could do waves, swirls, you name it. It doesn't have to be just a straight line. This last stitch out is an example of what it looks like. This will be eventually a zipper pouch, and we'll be stitching this out once we move to the machine. But this is done with the AccuFeed Flex system and the stitch in the ditch foot, where we just did parallel lines on either side of the ditch. And then lastly, this is what it looks like when you do not use monofilament thread in the top and the bobbin, or the monofilament on top and then regular thread on the back. It's going to look more like a seed stitch. It still looks cute, but it's not going to give you that hand look stitch that you want. So that's why it's important to use monofilament on the top or your needle and a colored thread in the bobbin with a low tension bobbin case. Now let's take a look at a few samples. One of the reasons why I love the hand look stitch is because it's so versatile. It can be used in home decor, garments, and quilting. This is a pillow that I did with parallel lines where I changed the colors, and I think it turned out really cute. You don't have to quilt the entire project with the hand look stitch. You can also just add a small element to a pillow or a quilt and add just a little bit of hand look stitch in one of the quadrants. The hand look stitch can also be used on garments, and I think it adds a really nice design detail. You can also use them on strapping for your bags to make sure that your thread matches perfectly with the elements of your fabric. You can also do metallic stitching on bags like this. I used the border guide foot to make sure my lines were nice and straight. And then lastly, another example of some metallic stitching on a bag, and I think it turned out really cute. Let's go ahead and take a look at our machine and stitch out some hand look stitches. Starting at the screen, we're going to select the hand look stitch. If your machine has a sewing applications, you're actually going to have two different locations on where you can find your hand look stitch. First one we're going to select is our decorative stitch icon. Starting with selecting decorative stitch, we're going to then select quilting, and then within the quilting category we're going to switch to stitch number 4. This stitch has a triple stitch, a straight stitch, a triple stitch, a straight stitch. The triple stitch is when the bobbin gets pulled up and you see the decorative color at the bobbin. Then it's the monofilament, and then the color thread, and then so on. There's also stitch number 5 and number 7 available on this particular machine. Now if your machine has sewing applications, go ahead and select your t-shirt icon, select your quilting icon, and then select your hand look stitch. There are 6 different hand look stitches available on this particular machine. And again, it has the triple and then spacing and then triple stitch. If your machine does not have a touchscreen, look on your stitch chart for the triple stitch, the single stitch, the triple stitch. On this particular machine, it is stitch number 31. Now it's time to change out our stitch plate. Now remove the stitch plate, then remove the bobbin case, insert the low tension or 8-gram bobbin case, give it a little bit of a wiggle, and then reinsert the stitch plate, let it close itself, X out of our screen, put our bobbin in. Always put your bobbin with the tail on the left-hand side for P for perfect piecing. Rotate around, cut our threads, put our cap back on, and now we're ready to sew. Now let's see this in action. I have the AccuFeed Flex foot on because I'm working with a quilt sandwich. But if I was working with a single layer fabric that was stabilized, I could use the A foot or the F foot. I'm going to increase my stitch length because I think it looks a little bit better when we have a longer stitch length. So I'm going to increase that to 4.0 and just make an adjustment to my fabric, and then we're going to stitch it out. Anytime we're doing the hand look stitch, you want to stitch on the slow side. This is not a race. It is much faster than hand quilting, but it's still not speed demon fast. So let's go ahead and stitch this out. Now you'll notice the straight stitch in between the stitches is the monofilament, and then the triple stitch is where the bobbin thread gets pulled up. Now I just have to cut my threads. Didn't that turn out just lovely? And it's so much faster than hand quilting. Now let's go ahead and stitch out on this quilt sandwich. Now before we do, I'm actually going to change out the base of my AccuFeed Flex foot, and I'm going to put the SD foot on, which is the stitch in the ditch foot. And now I'm going to change my needle position and move it all the way over to the left-hand side, which is 0.0. And now I'm going to take my ditch, my flange, and line it up with my ditch or my seam and lower my foot, and we're going to begin sewing. And I'm just lined up that flange with my seam so that I'll have a perfect parallel line on either side of my seam. Now that we're at the end, we're going to cut our threads and look at that beautiful stitch. It really is that easy. Thank you so much for joining me today. To purchase a low tension bobbin case or to learn more about Janome sewing machines or accessories, visit your local Janome dealer. Happy sewing!